Hello and welcome. Hi, guy. That looked like fun out there. We are about to have such a good time here in the kitchen. I'm going to tell you my biggest goal right now in my life and my marriage as a mother is to learn how to make one great meal. It's something I've been striving for, but here's just the truth of it. When I'm looking at these shows or I'm reading books, I see some ingredients or I see some processes. I don't know what they mean. I don't know how to do them. And I definitely don't know what utensils and pans and pots I could use or that I could afford to make these meals. Today, we are taking all of those steps, all of those questions, and we are answering them and bringing them to you. We are going to be making some fantastic meals start to finish. You're going to get to watch that whole magical process. We're showing you what we're cooking with, what we're using. We're bringing them to you at fantastic deals. All of it is exclusive here to HSN. We also have Chef Shahir Massoud with us. You know him. He's an author. He's a TV star. And he's also, I will have to say, extraordinaire when it comes to cooking because you really know exactly why certain tools are necessary for each food and how to make them work.
And you know, you talked about it, Natasha. We're going to talk Cooking 101 today. It's a special hour because we're not just talking about cast iron and non-stick cast iron.
That's right.
And why it's so cool. We're actually going to talk about all the things it can do in terms of searing, braising, shallow frying, baking. We're going to go through all these different techniques and recipes. You're going to learn a ton. You're going to learn a ton. We're going to have a blast. Oddly enough, I'm starting off with baking. I figure we'll start with dessert before getting into lunch.
That's smart.
But check this out. Baking in cast iron is amazing because you get even color, even heat. This is the magic of cast iron. Heat conductivity. This is why Grandma always made cornbread in cast iron, or a beautiful loaf, or a cake. But check this out. This is the world's first ceramic non-stick cast iron. Look at this.
Wow. Chef, that is impressive.
Sticky caramel cinnamon bun pops right out, nothing sticks, and all these recipes, including an amazing apple tarte tatin, caramelized pastries, cakes, will pop right out because it's non-stick, ceramic non-stick cast iron.
And you said those two phrases there that I know are some that usually do not go together. When you're talking about cast iron, these are those heirloom qualities. These are the pieces that are passed down from year to year. Sometimes they have to be seasoned first. They can't go in the dishwasher. They're super, super heavy. And one thing that's for sure is they don't have that ceramic non-stick coating on them. This is a first. When I tell you it's a first, it is the first time we are able to bring you a pan, not just at HSN, anywhere has brought a pan that has that ceramic non-stick coating on the cast iron. Chef is going to tell you all the different ways that that has just exploded the possibilities and the ease of cooking in the kitchen. But there's one little secret in between that I want you to know about. It's the diamond layer between the two. This all sounds to me like a $200 pan. A cast iron great pan would be around $100.
Easily.
We are bringing it to you today for, are you ready? $29.95.
$29.95,
wow.
A diamond layer cast iron that's ceramic non-stick. And let's talk now Cooking 101.
Please.
The number one thing you're going to love doing in a cast iron pan is searing. So I'm going to sear two things. First, a little spatchcock chicken. I've got my KitchenHQ basting brush. I love this because I've got my little spicy marinade and you get it all over. The marinade kind of comes out of the basting brush. Check that out on hsn.com. Love that basting brush.
You get two of them, by the way.
You get two of them, and the whole hour we're using everything KitchenHQ, so definitely, you know, tag along with us. Now check this out. That's what you want to hear. This is a spicy spatchcock chicken. And why do I love a spatchcock chicken? This is the backbone removed. You can ask your butcher to do this for you. If you want to get brave, it's actually quite easy. Take your kitchen shears, cut out the backbone, flatten your chicken. What this does is two things. One, we're talking searing, even coverage, even heat. This maximizes the surface area that's touching that hot cast iron, right?
Right.
So you're getting an amazing sear, locking in the juices, but it also cuts the cooking time basically in half.
Really?
So to roast a whole chicken, you're thinking what, 50 minutes, 55 minutes?
At least.
When you spatchcock it and make it flat, you're gonna get a perfect sear in your cast iron, non-stick ceramic cast iron, and then I'm gonna finish it in the oven. In that one recipe, we're doing two things, searing and roasting. This is oven safe up to, get this, 842 degrees. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying, look, and non-stick. Here's my chicken dancing, skin on, completely non-stick. I'm not saying you should roast something at 800 degrees.
Right.
But what I am saying is, with cheaper versions of non-stick pans, let's say you leave it on the flame by mistake for a minute. You're cooking off toxins and chemical layers. That will never happen.
Chef, I've been using this nonstick pan that was not high quality. It was there in the apartment when I showed up. And lately we were tasting something funny in it.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes these are not what you want to have in your food, right?
And sometimes you physically see layers coming off of your nonstick pan. That's not going to happen here because we've got a mid-layer of diamond, the world's hardest material. So as my as my chicken sears, I'm adding 2 big steaks. This is searing 101. Cast iron seared steaks, chicken, vegetables are the best because you get even, consistent heat. That's why we love cast iron. But now it's ceramic nonstick at the same time. So you get the best of both worlds, nonstick pan and cast iron cooking.
This is what I love about KitchenHQ and HSN here. We really, I mean, in 2024, we have upped the game when it comes to wanting to be on the forefront of the kitchen technology. We were the first to bring the air fryers, right?
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
we're the first to bring those things that just change your life. I'm just giving you a little insider hint. This is now one of them.
Yep.
This is a non-stick ceramic coating that takes a lot to be able to get that qualification with the diamond layer in between, which means a more even heat, as you said, but also more durability. I mean, diamond is the strongest natural material, right?
Diamond is the strongest material, and it's a great conductor of heat.
Wow.
So cast iron, you're getting that even heat. Diamonds also do that. It's now the mid-layer of the pan. So here I've got a hard sear on that spicy kind of blackened chicken. I love it. We've seared it, and now I'm gonna roast it. This is a restaurant technique to sear and roast. So now I'm gonna finish it in a 425-degree oven, and we're gonna cook it in real time. I mean, it will be done in half an hour.
See, I see that, and I feel like I'm used to just putting the black cast iron pan in the oven. That's the most I've seen.
Yeah.
You're telling me even with this ceramic nonstick coating on top, all of that's fine to put in there.
Up to 800 degrees.
And all the different colors that we have, too.
Yep.
I mean, they're all totally safe up to 800. Let me just tell you these colors, too, because you may love your heirloom black, but imagine having a few extras to pass to all the different grandchildren now. You don't have to just choose your favorite. So we have our rose, which is beautiful. It's that pinky color. A blue, teal. Can we show the new ones? They're so beautiful. But the blue, we're also seeing teal and rose there. I'm just watching the camera as it moves. Here we have our white, black, and red. All of those, of course, are gonna look great. Just keeping those out on the stove would be beautiful. Here's the new ones. Ooh, I love the maize. The maize is stunning.
The maize
is
great.
Pesto, and Merlot. These are our new colors. Of course, they're named after things that are making you hungry in general. But I love a yellow in a kitchen, and to get a yellow cast iron home for a flex pay of under $10. This is when you love HSN. Maybe you're watching other cooking shows and you say, oh, first of all, I could never do the price point of these things. They don't have that ceramic coating on them. But if I ever did, I'm paying it all up front. This is less than $10 to get it home. No interest. You use any credit card you want. Doesn't even have to be an HSN credit card. You're getting it at home for $9.98. Use your HSN credit card. Get it home for $7.49.
Get it home and do all these techniques, all these recipes, which are on hsn.com. So we've already started with that spatchcock chicken, learned a great lesson, and that was all about searing and roasting.
Yes,
now, these
you cut
steaks,
it in half. I mean, you
cut it in half, sear and roast. Now with the steaks, these steaks are so thick, I'm gonna do a sear and braise. So check when, by the way, that's only been in there for about a minute or two. Look at the sizzling, the beautiful color. I want you to look while you're cooking. Use your senses. This, to me, can go even a bit longer. Look at that.
It's all even. Each area is even.
Perfect coloration. That's the Maillard reaction. That's what we're looking for. Maillard reaction basically means the browning, the caramelization of not just proteins, vegetables, halloumi cheese, anything. When you get a deep golden brown, that's the Maillard reaction, waking up natural flavors. Now, these steaks are so big, the lesson here is I'm going to sear and braise, but give it a second. I'm going to sear it even longer. And over here, I know you're a pescatarian. I want to do a fish dish. And you said
I love that.
You want to master one fish dish or one dish. This is the one to do. So here I've got some skin-on snapper. It's also lovely with trout or salmon. Some people don't like the skin. I love the skin. When you do it the right way, you're going to love the skin as well. Dry the skin and then put it into a beautiful, hot, non-stick pan.
Any oil that you want to use?
Now, I put a little bit of a neutral oil in here. And the reason is, I don't want to taste necessarily oil. I want to taste that beautiful fish, and we're going to do a little pan sauce as well. But look at this. Completely non-stick, and it's cast iron. So when you see this skin render out its beautiful natural oils, it's gonna get crispy, it's gonna get dark, it's gonna get tasty. I can understand people out there if they say, I don't like fish skin, if it's soggy and kind of gross to eat. This is gonna give us texture, it's gonna give us some saltiness, some flavor, and release those beautiful natural oils. There's lots of great nutrients in the skin. So now, Natasha, the right way to cook a piece of fish like this is almost 90% of the way skin side down. And we're gonna do that here without sticking. Oh, there's my steaks. Oh. Now, that to me is a sear. Let it go until it's deep and golden and dark. This is exactly what you want.
That's
when
beautiful.
searing a steak. This, to me, is cast iron 101. You're going high heat, you're turning on the hood fan, you're closing the doors of your closet because you want to really cook with some high heat. This is searing steaks, chicken, skin on fish, anything. And you're doing it super, super high. Now here's the lesson. I'm gonna take out those big, big steaks. And before I do anything else, I just wanna show you exactly how nonstick I'm talking about. Look at this.
Wow, that doesn't happen with a cast iron, does it?
Grandma's cast iron ain't doing that.
No, it doesn't.
You saw how high I seared those steaks and for how long? And in about 1 second, I wiped it out completely clean. So imagine how easy cleanup is gonna be because you've got ceramic, non-stick
You're
cast
getting the
iron.
best of both worlds. Each little magic piece that one thing had, now you're getting both. I've noticed you're using these utensils. Are these the KitchenHQ nylon utensils as well?
These are all the KitchenHQ.
So on Flex, these are only 80 cents each to get home. You're getting a whole pack here.
Yep.
And in that pack, they're gonna be about $4 a piece, but on Flex, less than $1 each to get these utensils. And because this is such a universal pan, you can use wooden utensils, metal. You're not afraid of scratching it because you have that extra durable coating. And
Stainless
these utensils
steel,
are great
and
too.
don't worry about scratching. Heat-resistant nylon, so it's not like plastic. Check out these utensils because they're everything you need. That spatula allows my fish to not curl. I love that perforated spatula. We've got the standard spatula for pancakes, the ladles, and of course I'm using the tongs all day long because tongs are my favorite. You need a good pair of tongs.
I need a lot of tongs. Hey, you pushed the food down with the spatula.
Absolutely.
That's okay to do with different meats as well?
So here's the thing with fish and skin on chicken, if you see it curling, that's why in restaurants we actually have something literally called a fish spatula. And it's a spatula with those little holes, that perforation, so that you get even pressure on your fish. You're gonna get a beautiful, and this is gonna be ready to flip soon. This is how fast and high heat cast iron is. Check these out as well. These are little splatter guards that I want you to check out. And I love this because if ever you've been burnt by hot oil or had it stain your clothes, when you're searing and roasting, this is a great item to have. And at KitchenHQ, we thought of everything. You open half of it to keep cooking, close it up. It's great. Also acts as a trivet, so check that out as well.
And you get 2 when you buy those packs, and I think right now they're 20% off. Those splatter screens are a customer pick. They're nearly all perfect reviews. We love them because they're silicone. Sometimes people have used metal ones. These are much easier to clean. But I love something that means less food splatter and oil is getting all over my stove. Less of, who loves to clean a stove?
Yeah.
Literally no one. And it's also more sanitary. So I think those are a definite must-have if you've never used one before. The cleanup is great, but you're also allowing the steam to come off like you want it to, but none of the mess. That foldover is brilliant on those.
Isn't it
we
amazing?
only have 140 of them left. They have really been flying. So if you want to grab those, definitely now. And also as well, the cobalt blue. I think that color is just really special for many people. We only have a couple hundred of those left as well. It is the most popular. So if you love the cobalt blue in this pan, I mean, $39.99 for any cast iron would kind of be a blowout deal, but we are combining a first ever of its kind, never before seen, ever, having a non-stick ceramic on the cast iron with this diamond layer in between. I mean, I'm watching you do things that are really fun to be able to do the one half, but when you can then do the other as well and have that degree of heat, this is just a fantastic, fantastic bargain.
And it's versatile, it's resilient, you don't worry about your utensils. Now here I've got in the same pan that I had the steak, although you can't tell because I wiped it so clean right away.
That was the same one.
It was the same
looks
pan.
Brand new, Chef.
I did a little bit. I'm going to make a pan sauce to go with that steak. And again, all recipes on hsn.com. I've used that, I prepped that garlic with the famous KitchenHQ speed grater. This is the #1 selling kitchen gadget in the history of the Home Shopping Network. because everyone needs a grater, a box grater, a mandolin, and here it's as easy as putting it into the chute and grating away. So this is the small grater attachment for the garlic. Look at this, awesome for cheese, for onions, which I'm gonna show you. It's fast, it's easy, and all you do is unscrew the back, take it out. This goes into the dishwasher, and now I've replaced the box grater, the mandolin, the hand grater. Here's that little slicer attachment to replace your mandolin, which you're petrified of using. So it's super easy, nothing to plug in. People
and you get
love
all 3 drums with this. You're going to get 3 different drums plus the pusher. You know, these were sold out for quite some time. We've just gotten them back in stock, and the price is over half off retail right now. So you're getting them home on 5 flexes for $3.99.
It's unbelievable.
That's $3.99 for all 3 drums. Of course, the actual spiral, the grater itself, which suctions to the table, right?
It just suctions. You can see that it doesn't move, so it's totally safe to use. And
we have fun
easy.
colors in those as well. I don't know if we can get a shot of the colors, but if you're a pink or rose girl like me, or if you have any copper details in your kitchen, I really think that rose color is just stunning. We do have the rose in those as well. You're showing it in the teal. And you're also going to get a pusher, so if there ever is any need to clean that out, you get that as well. So, I mean, 1,800 great reviews on that when you said it was one of the most world famous.
It is the #1 selling item in the history of KitchenHQ, if you believe it or not.
1,800 reviews, man. Oh my God.
Almost 500,000 sold. So check this out. In the same pan that I have my steak, I've got the shallot, the garlic, now a little bit of red wine. Why is this important? In old school cast iron, you cannot cook with acidic ingredients like wine or tomato. In ceramic non-stick cast iron, absolutely you can. Old school cast iron, the acidity of those ingredients reacts poorly and messes up the surface and rusts. This will never rust. This will never rust. The mid layer is made of diamonds. Like, nothing can happen to this pan.
Rust.
So use wine, use tomato, build a little pan sauce. And again, these recipes are on hsn.com. I love this sauce. It's a sauce called sauce américaine. Shallot, garlic, red wine, some beef stock. And then over here,
smelling heavenly in here.
this is back in stock. We ran out in September, October. Finally, it's back. This is the One Touch KitchenHQ can opener. Do you have an old rusty can opener in your house?
I actually do, yeah.
You do, right?
Because the other thing always kept breaking, the one that was big and bulky.
It rusts because an old school can opener goes into the food.
Oh, it's a robot.
This one goes around. It's a robot. You press it once, it goes around the can and will never, ever, ever rust. Watch it go around, and then this is the best part. There's a magnet on the can opener, that lifts off the lid. So you never cut yourself, no jagged edges. If you have dexterity issues, or if you have a rusty can opener at home, which I know a lot of people do, any size can, by the way, a small tomato paste can, a tuna can, a big tomato can, whatever you got, it works the same way. It goes all the way around your can, not in, and then that magnet will lift off the lid. Have you ever, okay, Natasha, have you ever wrestled with like a jagged edge?
Sure, of course.
This will never happen. Look at that. Guys, did you get that shot? That's the magnet that just lifts off the lid. So there's no jagged, hanging, sharp edge. And look, people get nervous when I do this. Nothing will ever cut you.
Wow. You know, and KitchenHQ being exclusive here, all of these are on hsn.com. And you know what else we also have on hsn.com is so many recipes.
Yes.
Tips, tricks, recipes. This is about as interactive of a community as you can get if you're a culinary lover or you're just curious and wanting to learn as much as possible like I am, because I know I can sometimes cook, but you know, when my husband said one day, and we were like, okay, what's the one thing you'd love each other to improve on just a little bit? And he said, I'd just love you to learn to make one great meal. I said, that is now my goal in life. And this is really, when you do it, you want to have the right materials. I want to look down and say, oh, this is fun. Seeing a rose cast iron skillet on my counter makes it feel like it's mine. It feels personalized. I love it. And I love at this price that you could buy your favorite color for each of the people that you love and truly now expand that heirloom gifting possibility to all your family members.
And I love doing these demos, especially with home cooks like you, Natasha, because you actually see how easy it can be. With the right cookware, with simple ingredients, you can do something spectacular. So with the chicken, don't forget, it's in the oven. We've seared it and roasted it.
The spatchcock.
With the spatchcock chicken.
Cut down the center.
With the steak, we've seared it, and now I'm braising it. And what is braising? Braising is finishing cooking something in a little bit of liquid. You'll notice that the sauce is about halfway up my steak. And we've built that sauce in real time with the shallot and garlic from the speed grater, with the tomato and the tomato paste using our one-touch can opener, and then returning back those perfectly seared steaks into the liquid because they're so thick. You can also do this with, you know, tougher cuts of meat. It's a great way to save money. If you're doing it with pork shoulder or beef shank, this is a wonderful way to cook. This is cast iron, not just about searing. It's about baking, braising, roasting. I'm gonna show you broiling later. I love it. But also, even just for skin on fish, it's your non-stick pan because this is ceramic non-stick, diamond enhanced. So check this out. My fish is looking pretty good now. I can tell because the color has started to show that it's cooked. The skin is already crispy, I can tell. This is basically now just like a non-stick pan, but with the power of cast iron. You can do this, right, Natasha?
Yeah,
you're a fish lover.
Oil, you put the fish in, and I pressed it with the spatula that had the holes in it, and now, ooh, and it all cooks so evenly, like you would get with cast iron.
Beautiful.
But it's non-stick, like you would get with this. Now, what about the PFAS, all those things that tend to be in some? This is completely free of any of those.
Completely free of any of those chemicals. You can feel good about it. Totally safe to eat. We've got almonds now, a little bit of butter. It's gonna make a quick brown butter sauce. And one little trick I'm gonna tell you, as I squeeze lemon juice into the sauce, it's gonna stop that browning, stop the cooking. So this is a wonderful way to add acidity to your sauce, but also to control. Brown the butter, but don't burn the butter. Old school cast iron, you can't be squeezing fresh lemons and white wine into a pan. This you can, because it's ceramic non-stick. So this is now about searing, non-stick, and also finishing.
The acid was not good for cast iron as it used to be.
It'll rust.
But now you don't have any of that rust because we are combining both of those worlds. Wow,
Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible. The temperature ability that it can go to using it, but also even being able to put it in a dishwasher. I mean, that's something where my husband and I were reading about this, and we were like, every single thing that he loves, you know, our cast iron was like packed as tightly and as carefully as our child when we moved. You know, like that is how honored it is. But to be able to put something in a dishwasher, to know you can use acid in it, to choose your choice of colors. On average, you're looking at $100 for a decent cast iron, you know.
Absolutely.
At least.
Absolutely.
This is really a price that is not going to last, and as well as the splatter covers. It is last call. We just have about 2 dozen left in those wonderful silicone splatter covers. So if you're adding that on, go ahead and check out. It'd be a great QR purchase, I would say, because you can purchase that, get right ahead to the line.
And I mean, you can see it in action because as I'm braising those steaks in the sauce Americaine, it's kind of bubbling up. The tomato is jumping. If ever you've kind of had your stovetop get all dirty, throw that on there. So you don't have to scrub after the fact. Leave it on there while it's braising away. I love that. If you want to check on your recipe, open half of it. Add some salt if you need, and then close it back up. Love that splatter guard for that reason.
Don't sell it too much. It's about to sell out.
It's really good. I'll save you this one. This is yours, Natasha. It's slightly used by me, but this is yours.
Red's already gone. It's gone now. Oh my goodness.
The fish is done, and we did it in real time. And this was just showing how beautifully non-stick this cast iron really is, because the skin got crispy, nothing stuck. You did it in real time. This is great weeknight cooking, right? So you've got this beautiful skin-on red snapper. Try it with trout. Try it with salmon. We've got some almonds in there, some brown butter, a little bit of lemon juice to halt the cooking, and then pour it on top. Look at this brown butter almond sauce. Classic French cooking.
That is stunning.
Now, when I say it's non-stick, oh, it looks good. Right?
Put some fresh lemon. You can just wipe that with a towel and it's done? Get out.
You can wipe out this pan.
Oh my gosh, Shahir.
There's your cleanup.
On a cast iron.
On a cast iron. This is why we love ceramic non-stick. This truly is non-stick cookware, but it's still cast iron. HSN has been at the forefront of kitchen technology forever. You saw the air fryer for the first time here. You saw ceramic non-stick for the first time here. And now for the first time here, you're seeing ceramic non-stick cast iron. You're braising, you're roasting, you're searing, you're shallow frying. You're doing everything in this pan. I mean, I built an entire meal in this pan and it looks brand new. I wiped it out and you're good to go.
So you shouldn't put any soap or anything like that after it to clean it?
I mean, you absolutely can.
It's totally fine.
Hot water, rinse it out, you're good to go. But unlike old school cast iron, where you can't wash it with soap and water and it's kind of grimy, this you don't have to season it, you don't have to bake it, you don't wash it out with soapy water. you're good to go. Throw it in your dishwasher if you want. You're good to go.
That is incredible. I love that it has two pour spouts as well, one on each side.
Yep.
So, you know, no more trying to maneuver it in certain areas to get whatever you need out of it. The versatility of this is fantastic. And I want to welcome our first-time customers. I believe a couple hundred of you have purchased this for the first time today. So thank you and welcome. If you have not ever understood what the flex pay is, it really just means that we're going to have you pay, you know, a portion of it. With this particular item, it's going to be 1/3. So you're going to pay 33% of this cost, and we're going to give it to you right away. You don't have to wait. And then you're going to do that for 2 more months, and then it's fully yours. It's paid off. That's fine. But you get it right away. Get to use it. Get to decide if you love it. And that means you are getting a cast iron first ever nonstick ceramic pan for under $10 home to you in any of these beautiful, really dynamic colors. And I just want to invite all of you in to enjoy more KitchenHQ because it is all exclusive here at HSN. It's really something we're well known for, and it's, I mean, really user-friendly and fun.
User-friendly, fun. Everything we design is meant to make your life easier in the kitchen so that you actually look forward to getting in there, cooking, trying those recipes on hsn.com, and having a blast. Here's another great example of that. These are our push whisks. You get a set of 2. Now, Natasha, this might be your whisk at home. This is an old school whisk.
Yes.
We've seen it a million times.
Yes.
This is a push whisk, and I just want to show you guys the difference. I've just got water here to show you. Normal whisk, push whisk. Which would you rather whisk with?
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at something as simple as whisking can be so much easier, so much better, and your life in the kitchen is so much more efficient and enjoyable when you're doing things the right way. So in here, to go on top of our fish, even though our fish tastes great as is, I'm gonna do a little vinaigrette. I've got some red wine vinegar, some Dijon, some oil. This push whisk will emulsify a vinaigrette. Without a food processor, without me breaking a sweat, do a little vinaigrette, whip your eggs, which I'm gonna do for a fried rice a little bit later. You know, do your little pancake batter.
I've never seen it either.
Have you ever seen
this? The producers are kind of, their minds are being, well, I've seen, obviously, when I think of a whisk, I think of baking, I think of putting together batters, and I think of eggs. The push whisk is something where if you really want to have that done faster, easier, you know, less effort, the idea of putting dressings is so smart. You are getting 2 at this price as well, and the push whisk is going to be something where you actually have 5 of those flex pays available to you. So you're going to be getting 2 push whisks. I mean, this is right. Yes, I'm like, wow, this is a really fantastic deal. Home for less than $2 each. So that's a definite grab right now.
That's a definite grab.
Do you get to choose colors? We have black and red still available. So if you love those black handles or the red to match, then definitely grab the red one. So you're getting 2 home for under $2 each, but the total cost is the $19.95.
And think about, you know, emulsifying a vinaigrette, like I said, doing your eggs, getting air into your eggs, doing a quick pancake or brownie batter. It's just a more efficient way to whisk.
Can I try it?
Right? Please.
I want to see.
Now put it down and just put it down on the counter. And just push down like that.
Oh, it's so easy.
Right?
Oh, it takes no effort at all.
Like when you do, this is why I love to do the water demo, because when you show like old school whisking.
This takes no effort.
And this takes no effort, and it's just like incorporating so much air. You could do whipped cream.
I mean, this is literally like you could, this is no effort. These are fantastic products.
This is, by the way, this is the hack for the perfect scrambled egg. The key to a light scrambled egg or a great omelet is to get air into your egg. I'm gonna show you eggs in a second.
Okay.
And isn't that an easier way to get air into your egg as opposed to?
Yes. Now, dishwasher safe? You just put it in.
Dishwasher safe.
Love it.
Throw it in the dishwasher.
Getting 2 of these. These are a definite
and you get 2.
buy.
Isn't that wonderful?
Really, when you're looking at the deal of the skillet being at the $39, which I know we've already sold close to, what is it, 12,000, more than 12,000 already. Wow. So if you have the extra, you know, 60 or so that was off the retail of that. Think of all the fun to be able to grab as many of these products as you want and can, to be able to really update your kitchen for 2024, make the preparing easier, make the cleaning easier, and just make it easier on your wrists and hands. My goodness.
And do it all. This is all designed to make life easier in the kitchen. Now, so far, Cast Iron 101, we've seared and roasted. That chicken should be done pretty soon. We've seared and braised. Look at this delicious steak, braising in the sauce Americaine with the tarragon, the tomato, the stock, the red wine. Yes, you can cook with wine and tomato in this cast iron because it's ceramic nonstick. Old school cast iron, you can't do that. So we've braised, we've roasted, we've seared, we've used it strictly as a nonstick pan for that skin on fish. Delicious. Now I'm gonna do a little shallow fry.
Okay.
So you could do everything. You can shallow fry, you can bake. Now, shallow frying, I'm gonna do a little fried rice. This is the way to use your leftover rice. Fried rice is best with day-old rice because you want the rice to dry out, to cool, so you get that crispy fried rice texture. If you use fresh rice, it'll kind of steam. So if you have leftovers, fried rice is your friend. Shallow fry your rice. Shallow fry falafels. I've got a great recipe on HSN.com.
I always heard it's very hard to make fried rice, so I'm very excited.
It's super easy.
So you're using here the grater.
Now here we're back to the speed grater, and just look how easy this is. Instead of a box grater, you're getting your carrots, your vegetables, your cheeses, and throwing it right on the top and just spinning it. Again, we've sold almost 500,000 of these for a reason.
Yes.
Because people are sick of a box grater, they don't want to lug out a food processor, and a fried rice is actually a great fridge dump meal. And what I mean by that is, look, you've got some peppers, some carrots, some scallions, some cabbage, throw it in there.
Chef, that looks like something I'd see at a restaurant, and I would think there's no way I can afford to have something like that in my home, partially because of how efficient, but it's also so, it's just so beautiful.
I lost my lid.
Yeah, it's just so, it really is great. Now to detach it, you twist the bottom and then it creates a suction?
I'll show you that, absolutely. So here, if you can see this, it's all suction based. Nothing is moving. All you do, you can undo the suction and off it comes.
Wow,
nothing
that's great
to plug
for
in.
Safety.
And look, squeeze it that way. Totally safe. Everything goes in the dishwasher. You unscrew the back, take out those drums, and you've got the slicer drum, the large grater drum, the small grater drum. Later on, I'm gonna show you cheese, because I love doing cheese in this. Don't buy pre-grated cheese. Don't buy pre-grated carrots and zucchinis. Do it yourself and do it fast. Replace the old box grater. Replace the old mandolin that you're petrified to use.
I'll eat more vegetables this way.
Absolutely.
Instead of just letting them slowly go old because I can't figure out which recipe to use them with, if I'm just taking out all 4 right now from the vegetable drawer, putting them through one device. And by the way, all these colors on this speed grater do match with the skillet, save for the new colors on the skillet, that beautiful bright yellow maize and the merlot. And I think the other new color was the pesto, the green. But if you love the rose, if you love the red, if you love the teal or the blue, the black, the white, all of those come in that speed grater. So now you're almost getting a kitchen makeover if you're keeping any of these out, because they'll all coordinate so beautifully.
And definitely go with a theme, right? Like pick a theme in your kitchen. We have so many great colors where you can kind of go shopping and pick a theme, kind of reinvent your kitchen with the can opener, the whisks, the pans.
I want to keep doing it.
And have fun. This is fun to do, right? Try the egg. Try the egg.
Okay, I do want to try
a little egg for my fried rice.
And
but
look,
again,
he's clearly good at everything he does. He's very strong, but I'm telling you, I could do this with one finger. It takes no effort at all. It's absolutely blending it faster and more efficiently than using it.
You're adding air to your eggs, your omelets. This is the way to do it.
It's so fast. It goes so fast, so quickly.
I mean, you're whipping cream in this. Again, I'm doing, pancake batters, brownie batters. It's fast and it incorporates air, and that's what you want from a whisk. Simple things. So far, all these recipes we've done, all online on HSN.com. We've seared, we've roasted, we've braised, we're about to shallow fry, we've baked, we're going to broil. Again, all recipes up, but all using KitchenHQ. We've used our speed grater to make prep that fast. We've used our push whisk to get air into our eggs and to emulsify dressings.
Yes.
We've used, obviously, our cast iron and those protectors to get the oil splatter away from our clothes. You're having fun with that one.
This is the job my daughter gets in the kitchen. Now, remember, you're getting 2 of these if you do decide to purchase this whisk, which honestly, now we're only at a couple hundred left.
I got to save you some whisks and the splatter guards.
Yeah, the wrist and the splatter guards. I think all of you know that the splatter guards are totally gone. We won't mention those again, and that might happen with the whisks as well. You will get to choose between the black or the red for these, but remember, you're getting 2, and you get that fun 5 flex on this, which means, so for the first month, you're paying $3.99 for 2. So that's less than $2 a piece to get these home right away. I mean, I can't even think yeah, I will say this price actually, it eludes me. I don't understand. This works incredibly well.
Isn't it good?
And the fact that it's dishwasher safe as well is
dishwasher
fantastic.
safe. This is the way to do eggs, dressings, again, simple batters, all of that stuff. So now we're gonna talk shallow frying. Fried rice, get those eggs in there. Look, even eggs. Nothing sticks. Nothing sticks. I love to start a fried rice just by getting those eggs going real quick, and then I'll add that day-old rice. Let it shallow fry in the oil. Now this, of course, you can add some soy sauce, fish sauce, shallow fry your falafels, shallow fry your meatballs. The depth of this 12-inch pan is lovely because it's great for shallow frying, right? If it was too shallow, the pan, it could be a little dangerous. Here, you've got the right depth to really shallow fry. Get that rice nice and crispy. I'm gonna go a little salt and pepper. And the reason why day-old cold rice, already we're seeing the edges of that rice start to brown. I've got my KitchenHQ utensils, heat-proof, don't worry. And really flatten it out so those edges get nice and crispy. Don't forget the veg that I got from my speed grater. I did it in seconds. Get it in there. This is a great fridged up meal.
That egg, by the way, cooked in about 4 seconds perfectly.
Absolutely.
Even if you're just the person who every morning, for me, it's like cheese toast or eggs, cheese toast or eggs.
Yeah.
That's just, and sometimes oatmeal. The fact that you had this, to use this and get your eggs perfectly mixed in 10 seconds, and then you poured them in and within 10 seconds they were cooked, I could literally be in and out in less than 2 minutes of making this. This is, you've just inspired me.
Little soy sauce. Again, I have some fish sauce in here. If this is just your new egg pan, and I know a lot of people out there have a quote-unquote non-stick that's lost its coating, this is 3 coatings. It's ceramic non-stick. The mid layer is made of diamonds. So even if you're just replacing your old non-stick that's lost its coating, this is a wonderful pan for your eggs, your pancakes, as your non-stick. The fish on, the skin on fish was lovely. But then it's also cast iron. So we've seared the most perfect steak that's now braising in this American sauce with wine and bacon and tarragon, delicious. We've shallow fried our rice for the fried rice. Look at how incredible this is. It's gonna get crispy. Shallow fry your falafel and your meatballs,
well, you
all
just
that
told
good
me
stuff.
shallow fry just means you are able to fry something in a skillet because you're using oil, but you're not deep frying it in a bucket.
You're not deep frying,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
So the definition of shallow fry, deep fry is when the food is literally submerged in oil.
Got it.
Right? A shallow fry is using a thin layer of oil, maybe half an inch.
Yep.
And letting it get golden brown, and then you can flip it. It's a healthier way to cook, absolutely. And you've got the right depth of this 12-inch pan to shallow fry meatballs, falafels, even chicken in cast iron. Grandma always did it in cast iron.
Great item for people who tend to sometimes burn things or not cook things enough. I mean, really, the fact that it cooks so evenly is fantastic. If you want to know any more of these recipes or new recipes, I know I definitely want to look into that fried rice one. There's something called Recipe Edit, and it's on hsn.com. You can search Recipe Edit. It should be there on our homepage if you go to hsn.com and look for it. But it's really just a way for you to see the pictures and go right into the details of, hey, what is it I want to make? Give me all those good little tidbits and tips, and I can assure you some of them are very creative recipes that you may not have seen before. We are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Chef Shahira is going to finish with these delicacies.
We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900. Keep your favorite products coming with AutoShip at HSN. Receive your favorite items with automatic deliveries. Easily customize your shipping preferences. Plus, AutoShip locks in your order price while enrolled. It's the smartest way to get more of a good thing. Search AutoShip on hsn.com.
I created Nakery Beauty to address your biggest beauty concerns. At Nakery, we work with scientists to create highly effective products using powerful ingredients that work together to target your specific needs. This is skincare for your whole body, and we're proud to be considered an HSN clean beauty brand. Inspired by women like you, Nakery is dedicated to providing cutting-edge innovations so you can feel beautiful all over.
Hi everybody, it's Denise Austin, and I've been helping millions of people stay in great shape for over 40 years. Helping women aspire to be healthy, active, and vital has always been a passion of mine. I am so excited to be part of the HSN family. You know why? I get to inspire you. We are going to get fit together.
Join fitness expert Denise Austin to live ever better.
Because you are worth it.
Finally, it's you time. Step into my kitchen and take a big bite out of what's cooking.
Hello and welcome back. What a fun day for us to be able to really, really go into all of the details on how to make and create these excellent meals with Chef Shahira Massoud. But before we get right back to that, I want to let you know that we are doing this wonderful new thing here called the Host Closet, where if you want to know what we're wearing, because we love it and you may love it, we want to make it super easy for you to find it. So you just go to hsn.com and you search Host Closet and you'll be able to see our items. So today is National Wear Red Day, and so we're all kind of wearing our fun favorite reds. I'm wearing the Win Layers knit top here. I do believe this top is on clearance right now. Did you know I own 3 of these? I own them in the blue and the black. I am just absolutely wild about all of her pieces. This is her soft knit sweater knit tank. If you've never felt a soft knit, do yourself a favor and grab that. But before we move back to the food, I have to turn my back around because this DG2 new classic stretch denim embroidered jacket, you do have your option in black or mid-tone. I'm wearing it in mid-tone, but did you see the back? Oh, make my day, why don't you? Oh no, look at it in the slow-mo. I know we're doing food, but isn't that just a stunner? Okay, so love, love, love Host Closet. I'm grateful that we're able to do that now and be able to actually talk to you about the things that make us happy. Am I in the right place for this next segment?
Yeah.
I can be here, I don't want to get in your way.
I think so.
Wonderful. So let's keep cooking. This has been so much fun, Chef.
We've braised, we've roasted, we've seared. The chicken came out after about half an hour. It looks incredible. We've done all of it with cast iron. And sticking with the cast iron theme, we've got now, for Valentine's Day, a non-stick cast iron heart-shaped cocotte, which is a fancy word for a brazier, and I love it because it's just under 3 liters. The capacity is wonderful, and like all things KitchenHQ, we've done great videos, great recipes for a chocolate lava cake, for a saffron risotto, for that Valentine's Day meal. Instead of buying flowers, this is the way to do it. And again, it's cast iron, it's non-stick, comes with the lid, sweet or savory. We're gonna do a couple recipes, and we'll start things off with our famous speed grater again, the #1 selling kitchen item in the history of HSN. Almost 500,000 of these sold. I wanna add some cheese to my Valentine's Day saffron risotto that my wife loves. And instead of buying pre-grated Parmesan cheese, which kind of tastes like sawdust, I'm gonna do it fresh in my speed grater in seconds. Just put it in the top here, and off you go. The suction base keeps it steady, and look, you get the presser. So the problem with an old school box grater or a handheld grater is that you're worried about your fingers, and so you lose half the product. Here, all of it gets into the grater, and none of it gets wasted. And in seconds, I'm doing all this parm, all my cheddar, all my cheeses at home without buying pre-grated product that is A, more expensive, and B, packed with preservatives, so you don't have to do it. And look at this, right into your brazier, the beautiful heart shape, and I can't emphasize this enough. Flowers are kind of lazy. I'm here to say it. Flowers are lazy. Think of something creative. Bake something. Cook dinner. Don't go out. Do it at home and do it in this heart shape.
This is so darling. I believe we had 3 colors, and I think the red is already sold out. Now we have this Merlot and rose color. How fun would it be to grab the Merlot or rose and the colorway you also have the today's special in, and just almost have like a whole set, and have that whole set for under $60.
And get the whole set, get the theme. I'm using again that nylon, stainless steel and nylon utensil from KitchenHQ, so I don't worry about heat, I don't worry about scratching. And this is non-stick. Look at the bottom, even of my sticky risotto, packed with cheese and butter. Nothing is sticking to the bottom of my beautiful heart-shaped brazier, which I totally love. And now we're using fresh ingredients. You said brazier.
Will you just tell me why it is you call it a brazier, the cocotte?
Yeah, so the cocotte, I mean, cocotte is a fancy word basically for brazier, and the reason why I call it a brazier is it comes with that lid. So to braise, the best thing you can do is actually put a lid, and now you can slow cook a stew for 2 hours or put it in the oven. It's absolutely oven safe up to 500. This is a great way to braise and also to keep things hot. So for example, let's say I make my risotto, I keep the lid on, it'll stay hot for a long time because it's got the lid and it's cast iron in terms of heat conductivity. Here's the best example of that.
Yes.
Over here in that Merlot color, my wife's favorite, little chocolate fondue. Recipe on hsn.com. It's literally 3 ingredients, little vanilla, little chocolate, little cream. Bring it up, let it melt together. Now this has been sitting here the whole show for the better part of an hour. And you'll notice it's still liquid gold because I have that cast iron lid to keep it hot, to stop it from firming up. So that's why I love cast iron, because if you're doing a sweet or even a savory fondue, like a cheese fondue, let's bring it back from the 80s.
I have a fondue set. I love fondue.
Bring it back.
These are so beautiful to have this on a table, even for a Thanksgiving or a kitchen table. I think it'd be so beautiful for even serving ware, because I mean, this is so unique. Everyone's going to ask where you got this. Obviously, Valentine's Day is coming up. That's kind of understandable, but especially the Merlot, I could see using year round. I think it's so darling.
And I actually said that earlier. Use it year round because it's cast iron, it's non-stick. The capacity is amazing, just under 3 liters. So even if you're just using it for your soups, your stews, your braises, you can't do better than that. It's non-stick cast iron, oven safe with the lid. For that price is nuts. Like,
so
it is a year-round item.
Even though it's not a circle, it's still cooking just as
it's still
because
doing the
it's
same
the cast
thing.
iron
Absolutely.
material is that, and that's what you want.
You're searing, you're braising, you're poaching, you're doing all these things with the power of non-stick. And I love showing off the bottom of that pan, showing with my KitchenHQ utensils, with that heat-resistant nylon. Nothing is sticking. This is all simple stuff to do. I mean, this is a handful of ingredients. It's also an affordable way to entertain and to celebrate. You don't have to go to a restaurant. This is a great way to do it at home and make it a little more special. Flowers are lazy.
For $29.95, and I want to confirm what the flex is on this. I know that I had it at a different amount. For $29.95, this is a fantastic value. But I also want to say that when it comes to having something that maybe it is 3, okay, so that's going to be for less than 10 to get it home. So less than 10 to get it home on Flex. Of course, if you have your HSN credit card that you're using, you're getting an extra Flex payment, which is, you know, who doesn't love having an extra month to pay something off? I don't have anything like this. I don't know anyone that has anything like this. Having something that special with this price is, I mean, these prices are really special today,
I've never seen the heart-shaped cast iron, which I totally love. Now look, this is so fast in terms of cheese grating. I should have had a bowl about 3 times the size. So look at this. I've done like 2 pounds of cheese in about 30 seconds. This is now a little aged white cheddar. So you're grating your hard cheeses, your soft cheeses, you're grating graham cracker crumbs, you're grating cheese cracker crumbs, which I love to put on mac and cheese. You're doing everything in your speed grater. Always go to hsn.com to see all those demos. But check this out. I always like to top a little mushroom toast. You could put this under the broiler, no problem. And
look at the money saved when you get a block versus a shred. We all know that. And now you're going to be more likely to use it. If you love the white, we have just over 200 left in the white on that speed grater. I mean, look, we have almost 2,000 reviews. Great reviews on this. People love that it's durable. They love that you comes with 3 different drums plus the pusher. So it's very safe in terms of how it actually adheres to your countertops. Has that suction with not something you have to be, you know, a She-Hulk to be able to take it off. You just simply do this twist of it and it unlock. I love that. And the fast ease of it, it really means to me, I'll be eating more vegetables, I'll be seasoning more, because I don't really have to take out 10 different things and 10 different knives and worry if I'm cutting it the correct way or not.
Exactly.
This is a fast, time-efficient, and money-efficient way to really up your kitchen game.
And think about the things that you're replacing. You're replacing the mandolin that you're petrified of. You're replacing a food processor that's really heavy and bulky. You're replacing a box grater that your fingers are always in the way. You're replacing all of that just by spinning. And you're doing a micro grate, you're doing a large grate, you're doing a slice. All those drums come out, they go into your dishwasher, so super easy to take care of, to clean. That's why you use it every day. And I've always said, whether it's our cast iron pans, our whisks that go in the dishwasher, the speed grater that comes apart easily and goes in the dishwasher, if you know it's going to be easy to take care of, you end up reaching for that more often. And you said your husband's old school cast iron, you're scared to use it because it's a pain.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's a pain, and then it has to be handled with such care.
Yes.
Even just putting it, you know, wherever it lives in the home, it has to have a dish towel above it, a dish towel below it, multiple things, because we don't want it scratching. When you have something that has that scratch resistance, it's fantastic. I just heard from my producer, we were in our final quantities on this heart-shaped brazier. It is something that I think most people haven't seen, and they know that this is a great price for this, plus the lid. If you're curious on the size, because it's almost deceptively large in terms of how big it is, it's making me wish we had more things of this size. 6.5 inches high, but you're getting almost 3 full quarts, the 2.8 quart cast iron heart shape. So that's a good amount that you're getting in. It's kind of deceptive.
I mean, look at the muscles I'm doing in here.
That's a huge,
this is a restaurant dish. This is a huge portion. This is entertainment worthy. Put the lid on, and we're gonna do it in real time. A little bit of stock, a little bit of that garlic that I did with the speed grater. Some herbs, some shallots, and then you put the lid. That's why we call it that cocotte or the brazier. That lid is gonna allow those mussels or clams to open up and cook. So the lid is really the secret weapon in terms of letting things steam and cook. You're poaching, you're braising, you're doing it all with non-stick cast iron in that innovative shape.
So you could make a cake or something that is baked in the oven in this. And I've seen things like that before where it's, a heart shape for Valentine's Day and you can put it in an oven and make a cake. But what you can't do
Yeah.
is then take that and put that onto a stovetop and make your mussels in it, make your clams in it,
Yeah.
make your corn in it, make your veggies, make your stews, make your meat, because you have that lid on for that perfect slow braising. I mean, this is something where if you love having those perfectly shaped cakes or,
Yeah.
you know, get this for that, and then realize you can also do everything else with it.
Exactly. And, you know, that's what it's all about in terms of versatility. And all these items have that in common. It's about ease, versatility, easy cleanup. Here I'm doing some more parm in my speed grater just because I love to show it. I always do this with my cheeses, with my chocolates, with my graham cracker crumbs. I do it with my veg to do a quick slaw with carrots, cucumbers, potatoes for, you know, hash browns. All of this can be done in your speed grater. You don't need the box grater. You don't need a food processor. You don't need a mandolin. The speed grater comes apart, goes into your dishwasher, super easy, super fast. That's why almost 500,000 have been sold because people love it.
1 million. How do you clean the rest of this though? So is it all dishwasher?
This goes in the dishwasher.
Wow.
Your drum, all the different drums goes right in the dishwasher. And then even this part, you undo the suction, and that goes in the dishwasher as well.
Wow.
Nothing to scrub, no knife, no cutting board, no food processor.
My sister and I have to rock, paper, scissors for who cleans off the mandolin.
Well, have you ever
when we
cleaned,
make-
the mandolin's scary.
Oh,
Have you ever
God.
cleaned a box grater? Where you're like, oh gosh, and you're taking a sponge and basically grating the sponge?
And then you ruin all of your cleaning utensils trying
You
to
don't
clean
have to
it.
do that. Put it in your
Wow.
dishwasher. This is why people love it.
And they're so beautiful.
And they're great.
The pink has a beautiful sheen to it, this rose. I commend
this.
KitchenHQ because they know you want something that's quality. They know
Yeah.
you want something that's unique, that you can't just walk into any department store and say, oh, okay, it's a pan, did I have that? No, you're getting a high quality, you're getting innovation, and you're getting colorways where we know you value your home.
Yeah.
You want to walk into your kitchen and you want to feel that, almost that encouragement to cook, because it is a love language. And
Absolutely.
it's a love language that I'm still learning to become fluent in, but I feel like I could make the fish dish that you made today.
So that's music to my ears because that's a simple dish, but really this whole hour, what do? We talked about searing, braising, frying, baking.
What about spiralizing? Can we spiralize
We've spiralized.
something?
We have a great spiralizer. If you have a KitchenHQ speed grater and it says KitchenHQ, check out the spiralizer. It'll turn your
we
zucchinis
have
into
those
noodles.
20% off right now, I think. And those
That's
ones
right.
are just fun to look at. Okay, good, you were seeing a video on it.
There's the
You know, my
spiralizer.
girlfriend, actually, the first time she saw me present this, she texted me afterwards.
great.
She goes, I gotta get that spiralizer. I gotta do it. I need it right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Well, you don't have to buy zucchini noodles or sweet potato noodles. Do it yourself. These are cheap ingredients.
Yes.
So food costs are going up. Don't buy it done for you. Those are expensive ways to eat.
Everything
do it at
is
home
going
with
up.
the spiralizer, right?
I feel honored when I can do a show where I really know I'm bringing people the best value they can possibly have. Even if they're like me and they only go straight to the clearance aisle in any store, I'm a huge bargain shopper. You're not gonna find 5-piece stainless and nylon cooking utensils for $4 a piece. You're just not gonna find it. And you're definitely not gonna find something like that on a flex price where, you know, you're taking them home for really, I mean, what, less
Look at
than
this.
$1, less than $2 each. Okay, that's gorgeous.
There's
Chef.
my lava cake. What's almost more gorgeous is how spotless the bottom is. So when I talk about non-stick cast iron, I mean even browning on your baked goods and nothing stuck to the bottom, nothing to soak, nothing to scrub. I love this. This recipe for a chocolate lava cake is up on hsn.com as well. Imagine your Valentine's Day with that, and then give this with a bow and say you get to keep this as well. I love it.
Oh, I love
More
that
thought than
gift.
flowers, right? Imagine if your special someone made that chocolate lava cake or that saffron risotto or these amazing mussels which are waking up, I
This
can
is
tell.
blowing my mind right
This is
now.
happening. Look, they're awake, they're alive. And then
Stunning.
put a bow on the pot. Look, we've cooked those giant mussels. You could put a little coconut milk in there and take it in a different direction.
Oh,
a little
great
chili flake if you
idea.
like. Love that. But that's why we love the lid, because you're now turning that into a braiser. Isn't this wonderful?
So you can't do a mussel dish without a lid.
You need a lid for mussels, clams, so that it traps the steam and opens those things up. It also traps what's called the liquor, that beautiful juices coming out of the mussels and clams that you're turning into a sauce. That's what you're dunking your bread in, right? So it's baking sweet things, it's making savory dishes, you're doing your fondue night. This is the way to do Valentine's Day, but it's also a year-round item like we talked about. Because of the capacity, just under 3 liters, and the lid, non-stick cast iron, you're gonna use it all the time.
So for less than $10, I believe it's $9.98.
Yep.
That's the 1 month payment you get this home. You can choose between the pink, the rosy color, or the Merlot.
Yep.
I think we have a little over, is it a little over 600 total left? So that is not a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
with the amount of people that are in the ordering process, we have 400 people in the ordering process right now. Absolutely encourage you to use the QR code, which is that black and white square on your screen. You open up your smartphone and you just go like you're taking a picture of your screen, and a little link is going to come up. Tap it, you go to the front of the line. You kind of get to skip the line without being rude to anyone, and you guarantee getting it, because if you don't, if something's just in your cart and you're waiting till the end of a show to check out, someone else can grab it and buy it if they check out before you.
And
that's a scary thought.
And that's a scary thought, because this stuff is going fast. People are loving it.
Upset.
Now, one thing I forgot to do, you know, the whole hour we talked about why cast iron, why nonstick cast iron.
Yep.
And I want to teach the audience and teach you, Natasha, all the different techniques you're going to use. We seared steaks and chicken. We roasted the chicken. We braised the steaks. We baked that beautiful cinnamon bun right off the top. There's a great apple tart tatin recipe as well. We shallow fried. You can broil as well. So here with the speed grater, I got that beautiful cheese. I did not buy pre-grated cheese. I got that aged cheddar and my parm right out of my speed grater. I can pop this now under a broiler because, again, these non-stick cast iron pans, ceramic non-stick, are safe up to 842 degrees. So a broiler with 550 degrees, no problem. Throwing it on your grill, turning it into your pizza stone, no problem.
And you're not like treating it before you put it in there. You're not getting it home and saying, I have to do all these things and rub it with this oil and wait for it and do this. You can literally, I mean, cook it with one thing, just wipe it with a rag or a paper towel, whatever, and then go ahead and move it to its next job.
And move it to its next job. Don't worry about the temperature you're cooking at. It's oven safe and heat resistant up to 842. So you're broiling, you're shallow frying, you're searing, you're braising. And again, in that heart shape, you've got the same attributes of nonstick cast iron. And I love these shows because throughout the whole hour, we've woven into how KitchenHQ items can make your life easier. Using the speed grater, we did garlic and shallots and tarragon and cheese instantaneously. We did for our fried rice, the carrots and the cabbage. People love the speed grater, and it was so fun to show you in real time how to make approachable recipes without a food processor, without a mandolin that's scary, without a box grater where you're losing half the food, or worse, you're losing your knuckles. Here we're doing everything fast and in real time, and I love showing that off.
I've never seen before. That's exactly what you're saying. It's like, I'm not just seeing you show me, okay, now here's how you're gonna cut something with a knife, and here's how you're showing me new ways to actually create these gourmet meals with items that are making it so that, I mean, absolutely, there's no doubt I could never be the chef you are, but without the training, this training has been put into making sure you get the right cut, the right cook, the right temperature, the right braise, the right brownness. I mean, really, this is going to elevate everyone's game in the kitchen.
And it's easy. And you know, like none of these
prices
dishes that we did today are really that hard. That's why we were able to do so many at the same time, right? But with the right pan, with the right cookware, with the right tools, the right whisk, the right grater, you can do all these things and do them easily without dreading cleanup, without dreading prep. And that's really the point of these kinds of shows, which I love doing these shows with you, Natasha. We're making things in real time and showing you, you can do this. Go to hsn.com for all these incredible recipes and check out the videos as well. You know, it's one thing to grate cheese and garlic with a speed grater, but check out the video of that speed grater that we have online, where you're gonna see how fast you're gonna do your carrots, your potatoes, your cabbage, cucumbers, everything, whether it's slicing, grating, fine grating. Definitely check that out, because I really love to talk about the versatility of these products, but also show how you're gonna use them in real life. There's our mussels. I mean, you get a glass of white wine for you and your friend, your partner, you're good to go. You don't have to go to a restaurant. Okay,
so what did you put in here? I want to remember. It was the white wine.
The white wine, we did some garlic and herbs with our speed grater, some shallots with our speed grater in real time, then added those mussels, and then the lid is the secret weapon. The lid is what allows you to trap in that steam.
Beautiful.
To open up those mussels or clams, keep the risotto hot, keep your fondue hot, both chocolate or cheese. Love this item because it is also non-stick cast iron.
Wow, okay, so if you are able to get to hsn.com or the app, it'd be the quickest way to shop right now, because we have several hundred on the line, and I think it's at 500 left of the heart-shaped. The braiser, now I want to make sure I say this right, the cocotte?
The cocotte.
The cocotte.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm doing my best.
You got it.
Je parle français un peu.
Oui, oui. Look at this.
That is stunning.
These are my mushroom cheese toast, popped under the broiler. We grated the cheese, 2 cheeses, white cheddar and parm, okay? Popped it under the broiler. Here's a little quiz.
Yes.
Do you think anything's gonna stick? Look at the cheese.
I mean, I would assume, but it's not.
Look at the cheese. So in our non-stick ceramic cast iron, we broiled, we braised, we seared, we shallow fried, we did it all. All these recipes.
Oh, you're using the heat-resistant
And the heat-resistant silicone handles that come with it.
These are so neat. You get 4 of the short ones and 2 of the long ones for this. I'm kind of crazy about these because they all come in the exact colorways of our TS today.
Yeah.
So even if you want to get the maize or that really fun pesto color, we're going to have that color. Of course, we have the black, white, red, teal. So you're getting all 6 of those colors, and you're getting them for $10.95 total. So definitely grab those when you grab your TS. Chef, this was a fantastic hour.
This was fun.
I had so much fun.
You can do this.
The mussels are now my #1 favorite.
You can do this too. You can do it all.
Hey, if you ever try any of these, will you please tag Chef and tag myself? I'm at NatashaLloydHSN.com, and Chef, tag him as well.
Yeah.
We want to see you use these.
I love
Next up is going to be Professor Amos. We are cleaning. I am looking forward to it. Oh, here you are. Hi.
There's you.
See you soon.
Let's eat.
Black History Month is just an acknowledgement to show what Black people have done in the past, because at some point in time, the accomplishments were not even warranted.
We are trying to develop a more inclusive society, and with more and more as we struggle, and more as we fight, and then more as we come together as a people, one day we'll get there. I remember there's a song in Lift Every Voice and Sing. The very last words are, "Let us march on till victory." And that's to remind us that we still have to keep going on.
Amos is this force of energy.
I can hardly sit down. Listen to this.
My dad's a go-getter. He's a